We're ready! The duel between the two best friends. Who's gonna come out victorious? I wonder if we're gonna see some mind games, since these two know each other inside and out. WFZ usually likes to go for some creeping first. Yumi, of course, knows all about that. Is he gonna creep this one? It's pretty cool. The units started creeping this camp first until the humans figured that out. Then they became aggressive over here with the Archmage. So now they're creeping this instead. Oh, he made a mistake here. He got a skeleton ensnare. That's not what's supposed to happen. So Yumiko is responding by pressuring down here. And here you can already see how well these two guys know each other. And I think the tome went towards the AM. Yeah. AM is usually 450 HP on level 1. So that's a little bit of something. DK also had to invest 2 coils. Usually you only have to use 1. And taking quite a bit of damage here. Is he playing 1 base? No, right? He's making more and more peasants. He's gonna go for the expansion here in... Whoa! He didn't even finish this creep, by the way. That's how important it was to him to be aggressive. I don't know about that move. Anet, of course, is teching. And we have the first few fiends coming out. Oh, second cloak. Double invis now. Wow. He's creeping with 2, 4, 6, 8 militia. This is definitely going to come up, but it's not even going to be level 3 for the AM. I guess after he can creep this for easy level 3. But actually, Yumiko might be stealing it instead. Alright. Decides not to harass the expansion. 1 peasant dies anyways. Could have definitely found some peasant kills. Maybe could have been able to kill, to steal the trappers here. But I really like this move. He takes this camp away from Yumiko. And how is he gonna get level 3 now? He's still missing about 140 experience. And now the DK is level 2 himself. And look at this. Whoops! That camp's gone. He's gonna need a lot of skeleton kills for level 3. Yeah, I really don't know about him not creeping this camp. And deciding to be aggressive over here instead. Could have also just harassed this with 1 footy. And not do this with an Archmage. Of course, 1 footy isn't so scary. Yeah, but I'm not so convinced that this was the best choice. But alright. Let's see. He has a whole bunch of footmen here. Might be able to steal some of these creeps. That could be his level 3, but of course there will always be a coil trying to find those last hits.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he's going tier 3. Getting the Lich as well. And we're gonna see the slaughterhouse here coming up soon. Pretty cool base layout. The graveyard is very far forward, but that usually doesn't matter too much. And the slaughterhouse is going to be protected behind. Alright, finally he gets towards his level 3. If he finds the big kill here on the Renegade Wizard. But first he's going to lose some footies here. The Fiend and the Coil. The damage is enough. Oh, that's pretty cool. Water Elemental Surround onto the Rogue. That's not enough for level 3 though. Oh, and he steals it! With the Coil. Well done by WFZ. And boom. He's level 3. Before the Archmage. That is so bad. I think he's finally gonna get it now though, but yeah. Damn, that took a long time. The tech is really fast though, Jesus Christ. Extremely fast tech by Yumi. Expose up, of course. And now we see some towers as well. Only 6 footies, that's not too much. He's making more though. I think he does have defend. And WFZ just keeps on creeping. Interesting. Now trying to pressure the Expo. He's solo creeping the Lich here. That's gonna be his level 2 if he has the time to finish the camp. But Yumi's moving across, trying to be aggressive. He went for the Boots of Speed. Oh, and the second slaughterhouse, he's perfectly in time to cancel that one. One is finishing up in the back though. Seems like he wanted to go for a destroyer push, but that one is gonna be a lot more difficult now. And the footy's going towards the back, going for the acolytes. The ghouls have to come in here to defend as well. More and more water elementals being summoned. The Lich is low HP, but there is gonna be a coil. Of course, first Nova has been used, not yet, against those footies. Alright, one ghoul dies. One acolyte also dies. He had 6 though. That's level 2 for the Lich. Yumiko is finding pretty good damage here. Tier 3 is completing though. One more ghoul kill, alright. He's doing a good job here. And maybe WFZ not with the very best defense. All these footies now in trouble. Is he gonna just give them up? Oh, nice. I love the Zeppelin. That's so good. Gonna get slowed perhaps, though? No. Is he gonna save the footy? Nope, that one's gonna be left behind to die. And he's forgetting about the 5th acolyte. Ah, WFZ. He's making a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes today. Oh man, that was a serious spike. Dude, you need an acolyte! Come on!
A player's forces are under attack.
There we go, finally makes the 5th one. But this is pretty damn expensive. And now the harass continues. And in the meantime, there's towers coming up. There's SimCity being created. There's tier 3 happening. No second hero yet. There we go, finally Mountain King. Oh man, this is so annoying. Gonna lose another acolyte. This is starting to get really painful. The Lich just doesn't care. The Lich is solo creeping out in the middle of the map. He's gonna have a destroyer here soon. Then he can hunt down the Zeppelin, but it's gonna take a while. Jesus, this is just way too expensive. This is so much economic damage that Yumi is dealing. And he's still not fully mining. WFZ has to split his attention here between the creeping and the defense. And the AM used the greater mana for more harass, more water elementals. Come on, man. He should have sent home this one statue a long time ago so he can morph it right away. WFZ is not playing his best today. Absolutely not. We're going to take a look at the gold mines in a minute here. I know you guys are getting triggered that I'm not clicking it, but I want to wait until finally the acolytes are safe to mine, and I think that moment has come in a second here. Level 4 for the DK, that's good I guess. But alright, now finally mining is being done again. 7,600 against 6,700. 900 gold, dude. Holy shit. Not even counting in the ghouls and acolytes he had to remake. Amazing damage that Yumi was able to deal. WFZ, man. Having a rough one this game. DK did go for Aura level 2, by the way. Instead of the Death Pact. And, well, the Lich is starting to shoot at this Town Hall, but it's only like 3 fiends. No meat wagons to worry about, no third hero. Speaking of third hero, we have a paladin now, we have the double barracks. I love this! Oftentimes the humans, they crumble just barely before they get to that big knight army. And the double barracks is gonna help him. Getting there sooner. He's gonna have gyros against the destroyers, and the knights are gonna try to deal with everything on the ground. Only thing missing now for Yumi is getting some better levels. AM is still at level 4. MK, of course, only level 1 here, having just popped out of the altar. Yeah, the heroes aren't gonna win this game for Yumi, but the army might. When he has like 75 supply knights, heroes shouldn't be too much of a problem anymore. By the way, no shredder, and very low on towers. Only 2 guards in the main, only 2 at the expansion, and now, boom! There we go, that's the destroyer push! Gyros are coming in here to defend though, and so is the human army, which at the moment is small, but it's gonna change. Here we have the first few webs. Oh, but the fiends are trapped in the back! But where's the damage? WFZ is scared enough to TP out of this. The statue will be lost at the very last second. But the Expo remains alive. And 55 supply now for Yumi. Gonna go for more and more knights, I imagine. Does he have upgrades yet? Nope. He does not. And there's a knight stuck in the base. He needs to chop down this tree right here. so we can free him. Rune bracers, oh man, that's a godsend. Level 2 for the MK. Soon to be at level 4 Archmage. WFZ had a legendary game on AZ against TH way back when. The first time Neo and me went to China. WCA 2014. That was the best game of the tournament. Where he tried to crack the expo, didn't work. In the end he counter-expanded. And in a crazy, crazy long game, he actually won it. Jesus Christ, that WCA was such a disaster, man. Well, I should scratch that from that sentence, because every WCA was a disaster. But that was the worst one, the first one, Jesus. Where we met Criparian, by the way. The Hearthstone streamer, who's such a nice guy, by the way. He didn't come back for the next year, though. I guess he noticed that WCA is could be quite the pain in the ass. I hope nobody from WCA is listening and is gonna be like, well, we want to invite those guys for the next WCA, but if they talk like this, then that's not gonna happen. Alright, here we go. Big fight. This should not be winnable for WFZ at all. But maybe he can make some magic work. First Fiend is gonna be lost. And yeah, Knights against the Fiends, Gyros against the Destroyers. Seems to be working out well so far. 70 supply for Yumi. He's moving forward. Even without any upgrades, even without the greatest hero levels, he seems to be winning this fight. Nice around here onto the one Fiend. The Coil and the Frost Nova won't be enough to save it. Level 4 finally for the Archmage. More and more mana. MK, one more bolt, one more kill. These surrounds are really nice. Oftentimes we would see human players being pretty lazy with this, just bolt and A-click. But he's going for those surrounds and it's working out well. He has easily won this fight and pretty sure he has won this game. WZ is staying in it though. But the last destroyer here is in deep trouble. Good double silence, that's nice. But there's just no damage output here. The knights that get low get staffed. He has Holy Light as well. Still so much mana. Oh, and a double kill on the last two Fiends. That's it, honestly. WFZ stayed maybe a little bit longer than was necessary against Soin, and once again, he is gonna try to win this against all odds. Lich is still surrounded though. He's pretty tanky. Here comes one more coil. That is the last coil though. And there's gonna be Stormbolt in a moment. And Holy Light as well. Yeah, he's gonna die. And that is it. GG! And Yumiko takes the lead. By the way, we are doing Group A today. Group B is also being casted by our buddy Hi2Chaco. So you guys should open up 2 streams. Twitch.tv/Hi2Chaco. Pretty well played by Yumi. And again, WFZ is not playing his best today. They call the German. Maybe he had a few too many beers yesterday. I don't think he drinks though. None of the pro gamers drink anymore. That's so annoying. Every time Neo and me are in China, nobody really drinks with us. Like Focus drinks a little bit. Rudan, I think, drinks the most. Allquarker does not drink at all, neither does Foggy. And Hawk? I can't remember, did Hawk drink? If he did, only like very, very little. But of course, as Germans, we do our couple of beers in the evening. Oh, you know who was drinking the most? By far, was Atheist P. In case you guys were not aware, Atheist P is currently living in Shanghai. He's a basketball coach there. And yeah, he drank the most by far. So, next map. What's WFZ gonna choose? So, TR is most likely vetoed. Or AI. Or both. The other maps are pretty fair, right? Of course, he's not going to go for Echo. Echo's pretty bad. Yeah. I don't know if they have 1 or 2 vetoes, though. We're gonna see. Yeah, man. Polish people are really good at drinking. My cousin married, it was 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, and he married a Polish girl, and the wedding was in Poland. It was a really nice wedding, and we got to meet all of her relatives, and they didn't really speak German, so communicating was a little hard because they didn't all speak the best English, but we got around to be able to communicate. And of course, there was a lot of drinking involved at the wedding, and because it was Poland, it was a lot of vodka, and holy shit, man, those guys, they drank so much I could not keep up at all. They had bottles of vodka standing on every table, like at least 8 bottles of vodka. So basically for every 2 people there was a bottle of vodka there. It wasn't big bottles, they were pretty small. I think they were maybe 0.4 liters. So not the large bottles, but they were emptied quickly and they were replenished even quicker. And Jesus Christ. At the end of the night I was dancing on the tables. I can only very vaguely remember, but I was told. I do remember though, slipping on the tables because it was wet, because there was vodka spilled everywhere, and I fell from the table onto the floor. Didn't hurt myself though, because of course when you're drunk you don't hurt yourself. And at some point people were like, "All right, Remo, you're pretty, pretty drunk. Maybe you should go to bed and rest. You seem to be pretty wasted." And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I am feeling pretty wasted." So I went to bed at like 3 a.m. We were all staying at a hotel, which was right next to the place where the wedding was being held. So I went to the hotel. I slept for like 2 hours. I woke up and I was like, "Damn, can't waste my time in Poland here sleeping." So I went out again and I continued to drink with the other guys, and the Polish dudes were still drinking vodka. So I joined in again. It was a lot of fun. And my uncle and my cousin, shortly before the wedding, they went to Krakow. Krakow? And they said that is one of the most amazing cities ever. So I really want to go to Krakow at some point. Because I've only heard good things so far. Not only from them, but also from other people. And the good thing about Poland is it's pretty cheap. Especially compared to Germany. Maybe we should go, all go to Krakow together. Do a little Back to Warcraft get-together. By the way, thank you very much to Mikey PX for the €5.02 donation with a simple hi. Hello, how are you doing today? Thank you very much, man. Alright, map number 2. It is Ancient Isles, so Turtle Rock was the veto. And DK here in new colors. Is the teal gonna serve him better than the blue before? Gonna move in here for some harass. Would love to get this ogre. Oh, but good job by Yumi. Man, he's playing this so well. He kept him above 100 HP, so the DK couldn't find the last hit, and then attacks with everything at the same time. That's more than 100 damage, so gave no opportunity to the Death Knight to find that kill. Really, really, really well done. And didn't even give up the experience from the Water Elemental either. Yumi is looking like the stronger player today, if you ask me. Hunting down the Death Knight now. Tier 2 tech here has been started. There is no backpack upgrade. Oh, and Yumi is going to play this aggressively. Or is he? Thinking about it. Only has 3 footies though, and he... Oh, a Shadow Priest. How did he get that one? I guess he dragged them out with a... skeleton maybe? Don't they get purged then? Anyways, he got this Shadow Priest. And that makes creeping this really hard. if one of your water elementals just disappears right away. There we go. There's one water elemental. I think I know what's gonna happen to it. Shadow Priest is coming in. It's a little late. Oh, he's gonna wake up the creeps here. Oh, but they fall right asleep again. Alright. He's gonna have two water elementals here in a second though. So even if one of them dies, he's still gonna have something to tank. Oh, but also two footies are keeping the Shadow Priest at bay. Yumi is playing this so damn well. DK did get the last hit here for one of the gnolls. So finally he has some experience to his name. This would be the big last hit. And he gets it with the coil. Man, Yumi did it so well with this creep, but over here he is, I don't know, too lazy or whatever. But didn't manage to keep it. And now the DK suddenly is level 2. Boom! And the Archmage, no level 2 for him. And that's what makes this map so difficult. Getting to level 3 reliably. And in addition, it's really hard to get access to the Merc Camp. If you keep getting pressured. Is WZ gonna keep pressuring? No Fiends yet, by the way. Only now. Of course, the Shadow Priest delayed them. Oh, DK walking into a surround almost. And this Shadow Priest pick has done nothing so far. He was hoping to dispel the water elementals, but Yumi was on top of his game to keep him away. This is a very expensive build, by the way. 7 peasants. Ui, ui, ui. But he's gonna get it up, of course. That's what she said. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Alright, here we go. Peasant harassment begins. He hasn't lost a single peasant yet, by the way. Isn't that crazy? On AI. To be honest, though, I'm not sure if that's true. But he didn't lose many, in any case. Might get one more, but he's still gonna have 5 left. And there's gonna be an Arcane Tower here in a second as well. I am pretty tanky, by the way. Plus 200 HP from those items. But he also got some tomes, right? Because usually on level 2 he doesn't have 525 HP. So he must have found a Manual of Health or Tome of Strength. Alright, here we go. Finally, he's gonna have Merc Camp support. Neo, by the way, might be joining later. Let's see what he said. Now he has the first Berserker. The Drake will be falling. Is that his level 3? We're gonna see. We do have the Lich now. How much pressure can he deal? How much damage can he deal, I mean? Arcane Tower is still not up. He needs to hurry up with this creep. He gets level 3. Finally, he even almost forgets about the Zoe Mask. So many water elementals will be coming in from this. All the Fiends find some decent picks here. He wants to get the peasant, but mistake! Leaves the Fiend trapped in the back. There's no saving that one. And that's not so good. Again, WFZ making a few mistakes today that usually, perhaps, he wouldn't make on better days. And unfortunately, Neo can not make it today. So, it's gonna be the Remo show only. But tomorrow, I think Neo's gonna be back. Tomorrow, of course, GCS Qualifier continues with Group C and D. Tier 3 finishing up here. He does find some footy kills, but the peasants are safe. The SimCity is coming in. Oh, and the Mud Golem! Show me the muddy in chat, guys. Yumi's playing this so well today. And he has to run away from the Mud Golem. He's too scary! Doesn't have anything against the slow at the moment. If you're a human player, keep this in mind. Once it turns daytime, the Mud Golem becomes available. This is very, very good against Undead before they have destroyers. Is it once it turns daytime? Or is it a little later? I'm actually not 100% sure. Oh, that's right, he has Abolish against the slow, but he only had one. Now there's no more slow Abolish to use. Mud Golem is trying to get in range. And he's gonna get out one more slow. Oh, almost. He had the animation. So Mud Golem actually, in the end, didn't do quite so well as I thought he would. But still, drove the undead back. DK is gonna perhaps get level 3 here soon. Decent damage onto the statues. But, yeah, manageable. We saw a lot of Zeppelin harass coming in on AZ. Is he gonna do it again? Looks like it. There we go.
Forces are under attack.
Again, the boots of speed on the AM, by the way. He bought them before as well, and I imagine it's gonna be MK time soon. Tier 3 before the second hero. And again, super light on towers. At the expansion, alright, we have 3 guard towers this time. Maybe 4 soon. AI has a lot of problems for the human, but the expansion is like pretty well set up that you can protect your peasants easily. Much more easy than, for example, on Echo Isles. And the farms here might be falling. Even bringing an Acolyte for repair. Oh, and over here, I'm a little late to see this, we have a footy drop. He's not gonna kill any Acolytes here, but he's gonna keep them from mining, and that in and of itself is damage that he's dealing indirectly. The Archmage is not being pressured. That's another mistake by WFZ, only reacting now. This AM should be getting focused, and he's actually gonna get the Obsidian statue. Boots of speed, boys! Boots of speed. Good item. WZ was busy microing back at home where he had to deal with the Zeppelin harass. There's still a few footies on the Berserker in, but we do have a Spirit Tower now as well, and Meatwagon Siege is gonna begin. He does have the lumber to go for Disease Cloud. Oh, now the AM's getting focused though. Did he buy this Perip? No, he found it. He found it during the creep. Yep. Oh, Shadow Priest almost dies. Of course, he's not so useful anymore. He has kind of decent right click. But... Alright. That's better right click though. Meat Wagon. Gonna be a lot of damage towards the peasants. Do we see more wagons or Disease Cloud? There's Disease Cloud. But again, this is so much later than it could have been. Look at how much resources he has. He's going for the web now as well. And the peasants now, they are kind of exposed. Here comes the Nova. Finds a lot of damage onto them. We have MK, we have Archmage, we have no Blizzard. So dealing with the Meat Wagon is pretty difficult. Oh shit, that was a heavy spike. By the way, we have a first time brand new sub by the Dude. Thank you, Dude. And welcome. Alright, Mass Militia coming from the main. We also have a couple of gyros here, but there's no destroyers really to be worrying about. Whoa, look at this damage! A Nova would be absolutely killer here. But he doesn't have the mana for it at the moment. And he's gonna use Frost Armor instead. This expansion, though, is not mining. Oh, that Scroll of Healing was so nice. Healing up everything. Especially the peasants that are repairing. One more Stormbolt. Could perhaps find a kill here. No, that's gonna be a call in time. We even have Knights. I think it's double barracks again. Yes, it is. First couple of Knights are coming in. And we saw how they were steamrolling last game. But he needs quite a few of them. At the moment, there's only 2. Yumiko, though, he holds on. And the longer this game goes on, obviously, it's gonna be better and better for Yumi. So WFZ is under a lot of pressure now to win this game and do it soon. I have to say, it's not looking so good. More and more creeping now for him. MK, Paladin, very low in the experience department. He's solo creeping the Paladin. It's very unusual. Interesting though. And understandable. Divine Shield. I guess as long as Yumi keeps his heroes alive, he shouldn't lose this game. The damage from the Stormbolt level 2 would of course be nice. But maybe not all that necessary. No invols, by the way. It surprises me for Yumiko. I think there's one on the Lich. Yeah, so maybe it's out of stock. Gonna go for some mercs here as well. Yumi has the slight supply lead, but his heroes are pretty bad. 3-2-1 here levels. Giving up the Zoe Mask, giving over the Zoe Mask to the Paladin. And this looks like a good fight for the Undead. Finally a good fight for him. I think Yumi should TP out of this. I don't think this fight is a good idea. So far he has killed nothing, but he wants to make use of this Wand of the Wind. Well timed. Can't call the Fiend because of it. Has to Morph a Destroyer. Perfectly timed this time. But now this the spell is on cooldown. DK still up in the air. He wants to find another kill. Oh, the Lich is surrounded! But he realizes that there's an invul on the second hero. And finally TP's out. He's gonna keep the Knight alive. Woo! Just barely. Alright, good fight for WFZ. Yumiko here. That was a mistake, I think. Fighting. Maybe he was feeling a little too confident here in this game, which, all things considered, is still looking good for him. If he buys a little more time for more Knights, I think it's gonna still be very, very good and winnable for him. But the Meat Wagon here is dealing a lot of damage to this expansion. He needs to come in now to defend. Was this the one move that lost Yumiko the game, taking a fight that he shouldn't have taken? A lot of Knights, though. Hard to deal with all of them. Paladin has a mana potion as well. One more Stormbolt. The coil arrives too late, so another Fiend is gone. He's moving past here. The Knights are going for the back line. Saves one with the staff, and now the Fiend's trapped against the trees. Oh no! They have found themselves surrounded by the forest. A lot of frost armor is gonna help with this, and Knights are starting to fall. The first one died right there, but the Fiends, they're dying much more quickly. Two lost, one saved via the coil, but now the DK is out of mana. The Shadow Priest is still alive somehow, but he doesn't matter too much, it doesn't seem. Last Fiend is dead. One Meat Wagon is still up, but not for too much longer, as it also falls. Surprisingly, this is very even in terms of supply. But of course now more and more Knights will be coming from the main. Oh, the peasants, by the way, they are in deep trouble. Going for the DK now, there is no TP, trying for the surround, but he doesn't quite get it. Gives up a Knight in the process. I think he should rather go for second and third hero since there are no coils anymore. Perhaps he's realizing it now. MK in trouble, doesn't have an invul. He wants to go to the shop and do it quick. It's being blocked. Still only level 1 MK. He's getting healed up though. This Paladin is doing a lot of healing in this. Yumiko, he may have made a mistake earlier taking that fight. Oh, the Paladin, the Coil Nova executes him. Does he have the money to buy him back? Yeah. 500 gold. Only has to wait a little bit, and there we go. Doesn't want to lose him immediately again, though. Alright, but he has held on. The one destroyer here is invulnerable, basically, at the moment. No gyros, currently. More and more Knights, though. These peasants. If he had seen this, this would be so much easy damage that he could deal. Level 4 for the Lich, by the way. 2 for the Dark Ranger. DK is not really close to 5. AM, still not level 4. That's an issue. But he's very close to big level ups here. Level 3 Paladin and level 4 AM, right around the corner. But there's no more Fiends anymore, so it's not... Alright, there's one over here. He's waiting though, he thinks he has the time, and I think he's right to assume so. Because there's no Meat Wagon at the moment! 58 supply only, this is still a tight game between the two. Oh, and I like this choice. I like this choice by Yumiko. He's gonna creep up a little bit more. There's gonna be such big level ups now, and perhaps a great item as well. Mana Stone for the Paladin would probably be the best one. Hellstone, also really good. Is he just gonna give up his expansion? Ha! He just lets it fall. Alrighty then. He doesn't have a TP, it's too late now. Interesting. Gives up the Expo. Thinks it's more important to creep. Maybe he felt that he just couldn't defend. I think he could have though. He has 5 Knights. And he could have TP'd, like, get level 3 and 4 here quickly, then TP. But he decided otherwise. He should solo creep the MK now. He's getting really good levels now, though. So, of course, he gave up a lot right here. His base is gone. But maybe it was worth it. For all this experience.
under siege.
Boots of speed as well. Can be nice for the Paladin. He needs some invuls though, especially on the AM, I think. Silence on the Paladin, Call Nova, Archmage, and he might just die. He only has 675 hit points. This will be his level 3. MK's level 3, I mean. And there it is. Alrighty. 53 supply for Yumi against 63 for WFZ. I thought for sure this game was over. I thought Yumi was gonna win, but not so fast. It's not over yet. How many gyros do we have? 6 only. They're not gonna win versus 3 destroyers. Speaking of destroyers, they're flying into the main and easily taking out the towers. There was only one real one anyways. So I think the air fight will go towards the undead. Let's see. Webs coming in as well. Oh, but the Fiends are in such a bad position. First one gets surrounded and killed immediately. We have Call to Arms being used as well. The Fiends are melting away. He's using the Nova on the Peasants, but that doesn't matter too much, I don't think. The Destroyers, 2 of them are still alive, and actually the Flying Machines are untouched, so they're gonna take out the air. The Knights seem to be taking out the ground, but the MK is in trouble. Coil, Nova, Staff though saves him. He's gonna try to go for the kill. He's gonna dispel, but he's being healed up with the Holy Light as well. He used the Hellstone before, I think. WZ's not giving up yet. He still has strong heroes, and without the MK in this fight, there's not too much he can do against the heroes. But he's fully healed up right now, and now he's ready to fight again. Full mana as well, going for the DK. There's no death pack. There's an invul which was transferred, and he survives with the help of that item, but there's only 7 seconds. And he can't get out of this. There's no TP. There's nothing here to get him out. He does use the silence on the MK. So he's prolonging the fall. But yeah, prolonging is the word. I don't think there's any getting out of the space. I don't think there's any hope of winning this game. Or can he somehow make a miracle work? He actually blocks the MK with the Dark Ranger. That was really well done, but not good enough. DK falls, and that has to be it, honestly. Level 5 on the AM as well. He might be able to find that kill, actually. No, never mind. This Paladin, level 4 now. So much healing. Another Holy Light. And the MK is still full mana. Level 4 for him as well, and that's it. GG. Yumiko wins, eliminates his friend WFZ, who is out of our qualifier.